Hey guys, this is Crone 7 Master, and here we got an Aquas video, and it features a new strategy that you have not seen before. No, it's not the rock crashing one into the shell. It's a completely different new strategy that is very effective and gives you about 4 extra hits. So here we're just going through the beginning, and I have one tip that you guys need to know. To reduce lag when you spam, start hitting the button a little bit before you hit the seaweed, and it will allow you to shoot faster and not experience as much. And I was so pissed when that happened. I didn't get the extra point, and I had never gotten 33 at that point before, and I could have gotten 44 right here, but I completely failed. So here is the strategy you're about to see. So I get the 1 point, and you got to shoot that right here into the rock. Boom, 10 points off of that, and you get all here, and I get 70 points at this little section right here. And now I always shoot the eel first here because I know a lot of you guys shoot it past there. I don't know how you guys do that. This part is amazing. Love that. And like you guys shoot the eel usually around here. I don't know how you guys do that. And spamming. I got amazing first half here, and I just so happened to get this too. It wasn't that good. I could have gotten more points, but you know what? It's something. It looked cool. So a 136. That's the highest I've ever gotten at this point ever, and I was like totally nervous, totally shaking. And I just had to calm down, and again, start shooting early and break a little bit before you normally would, and it lets you shoot faster into the seaweed. And I always stop and go down. I go up and then I hit the floor in front of the pillar after I do the seaweed. This part here is tricky and very important. I probably could have gotten a couple more hits off it. And by the way, when you go through the pillar, you have to be at the very edge of the pillar, as far away from the center as possible, but enough to where you're actually able to shoot. And same with this part right here. You want to go as far away from the middle as you can, but enough so that you can actually have a good spot. And I completely crashed in that one guy decided to not just come off the floor, and I missed another point there, and I was really mad. And I was so close to dying, and I'd be so pissed if I died right here, because this is by far the highest I've ever gotten at this point. And right here, I almost always miss that one hit plus one at the very end, and a 295 checkpoint. I have never gotten. I think the highest I've ever gotten before this video was a 285, and that was on one of my high score runs on the N64. So I'm just gonna go kill myself so I can get the extra point, the checkpoint, and boom, boom. And the second half is pretty easy, and I only have one strategy to tell you that's kind of new that you guys probably didn't know. It's about the last shell spam where you shoot into the rock, and what's different about this is that you don't get as many points as you normally would at a typical shell spamming spot. You only get probably around 12 points, and that's because when you shoot the rock, you have to start a little bit earlier than you normally think you would, so you can't shoot the rock as fast because there's a little bit of distance between the ship and your rock, and thus your torpedoes aren't registering against the rock immediately like the other spamming spots. But that way, that's to make sure that the shell is actually in the playing field behind you, because if you go too far into the rock, the shell goes off the playing field and you don't get any points. So that can be frustrating, but if you shoot at it earlier than normal, you will get those points every time. And I need to work on this part. I'm not so good. I just wanted to get through it, and I'm trying different things, but nothing seems to really work for me. I'm gonna hopefully see if I can get somebody to help me with this part, because I feel like I'm missing a lot of points that I could be getting, and not quite sure what to do. So I end this section here with, I think, a 369 or a 68, which isn't bad.
I got a bad feeling about
But I think I could have done a lot better considering the checkpoint. This part is kind of tricky because you got to land right in the middle of a rock space right here, and you just got to practice on being consistent with that. That's just a practice thing. It's not really much for me to say there. I got pretty lucky I was able to break and shoot that fish, and this fucker is just annoying as hell. And we're about to approach that rock part, and I'm going to tell you, you have to go all the way to the end of it, and you got to shoot early, and that you will then get the points. And there we go, we got a 452, and I just got to get this part. Just got to go up as high as you can, go straight down on the floor, and then you just spam the crap out of that floor. And here's the boss fight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, just leave a comment. Be sure to like the video. Enjoy.
Enemy field analyzed.
Aim for the 2 columns.
Fire a homing torpedo.
That's it, Fox.
Fire a homing torpedo.
That's it, Fox. Go for the eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yippee! You did it!
We're preparing to dock. Thanks, Flip. Blue Marine came through. Flip is not such a screw up after all.
Thanks a lot, Peppy.
I'll take the sky any day.
Sheesh, Falco. You too.